Hey everybody, what's going on? How are you guys doing? It is Thursday and I cannot believe that we're already at Thursday, but here I am with another impromptu live because obviously we have some things to talk about. Now, I did not realize how early it was when I open this thing, but I don't know. Can you agree? Like, once you get up early in the morning and you kind of just knock out some tasks, you feel like once you settle for a bit, it's like midday, and then you look up and it's like, yikes, it's 8 a.m. But here we are. I'm going to leave this up on the replay and we're going to get into it. So, my very first dance mentor was super nice. I mean, she still is super nice. Very calm, very affectionate in her way, extremely knowledgeable of the field, of the craft. I mean, resume is resumeing and not just for resume's sake. I mean, she is legendary. She has worked with Jimmy Truitt. She has worked with Brandy Norwood, Whitney Houston. I was about to say, hi, Tiara. You name it. Alvin Ailey. She's worked with Joan Myers-Brown, Kim Bears-Bailey, you know. And so she's super knowledgeable. But I remember this one time I was just, I guess, doing too much. And she pulled me aside and in so many words, hi Dion, in so many words, she told me, nobody is going to deal with your attitude. Now, this is my first ever dance mentor. In so many words, she was so kind that when she finally pulled me aside, I was shocked that she had that message for me. And I'm going to tell you, I wore this is before I got into college. I was in high school dancing at the time. I wore this chip on my shoulder because I did not know the greatness that I had on the inside of me. And I projected that on other people. Of course, in high school, you don't know that. You're just like, But I let a lot of stuff get to me. The fact that I was not going to summer intensives like my dance friends. I did not have all the cool leotards. This sounds trivial, but these are some things that can play on your psyche, right? And so I don't remember if we were rehearsing for a performance or whatnot. And she was like, nobody's going to deal with that attitude. And basically that attitude is going to stunt your growth. It may seem like it's okay now because you're in high school. Hi. But the next step for me was collegiate dance. Hi guys. Feel free to comment. Tell me where you're watching from. And just feel free to give commentary as I'm chatting. We're talking about dance career mentorship. And so, yeah, she was like, nobody's going to deal with that attitude. And that attitude is actually going to stunt your growth. And because she was so kind to us always, when she told me that, it signaled to me as like a blaring clarion call. And it was like, Trinity, you have to stop this. You have to stop this. So I think it's so special that while I was still a high school dancer, I had a very incredible, this was my main dance teacher. She also became my dance mentor, because how many of y'all know there's a difference between a dance teacher and a dance mentor? Hi guys. I don't know if you pronounce it Ellie. I'm going to say Ellie for short. Maybe I'm wrong. Hey guys. There's a difference between having a dance teacher and a dance mentor. But because I was an apprentice at this, within this company, you know, she was not only my dance teacher, she became my dance mentor. And so when she told me this, I was like, oh, wow, I need to figure something out. Had she not told me that, I'm pretty sure my collegiate dance experience would not have been what it was. Now, I'll go through it quickly because I kind of don't really talk about it. But, you know, these days on social media, people need validity. They need to know that you're not scamming them. So let me tell you a little bit about my college dance career. I started dancing in college at Alabama State University. The year that I went into college dance, into that BFA program, was the year it began. So I am one of the founding dance majors of that collegiate dance program. Because I had that incredible teacher while I was in high school, I went into college dance really, really focused. I mean, I went in, I auditioned, I got placement for classes, I joined the inaugural university dance company, I joined the company before the inaugural dance company, and I was, humbly speaking, I'm just, telling you guys so you can follow me, I was quickly seen as someone who was a leader in the program, right? So poster girl, hey, can you run these auditions for these prospective students? Hey, we're going to send you out on a grant through the Alabama Dance Council, teach at this school, do this, do that, X, Y, and Z. So had she not told me like, hey, you need to fix this attitude, this thing, because it's not going to be good, right? Was not perfect in college, but we're emphasizing mentorship. Her, oh my gosh, hey, CT, that's Connecticut. I hope I didn't mess that up. Hey girl, hey, thank you for tuning in. If she did not do that hard thing, which was probably hard for her, I would not have had the experience that I had in college. So now we get to college. I still have her as a mentor. Good. I love Geo in college. And I'm like, oh, Lord, I hope I got that acronym correct. Perfect. I've never been to Connecticut, but I would love to visit one day. And it's super nice to have you. And so I get into college, I still have this mentor from high school, and now I have new teachers, right? I have more teachers that I've gained. And so all of them were really, really great to me. They saw what was in me and they taught me well, right? In today's times, there are so many great dance teachers. Literally, I know y'all are like me. Hey guys, coming in, and y'all are just like scrolling on reels, and y'all are past like a Debbie Allen reel. And when you see Debbie Allen, for example, in her element, it's like, dang, you can teach. Like some people, they can just really, really teach, right? So you have amazing people these days who are teaching dancers to reach the height of what they can for their technical abilities, right? But on the other hand, unfortunately, what I've witnessed is that there are not many people teaching the core of what it means to be an artist for your professional dance career. That is where mentorship comes in. And although I had a teacher who became a mentor, and then I had some teachers or a main teacher in college who became a mentor for me for my professional career, they were able to kind of, do a dual job. Teach me for my body, but then also teach me the nitty gritty. Like, this is the person you need to be. This is how you have to show up. This is what professionalism is. This is what it is not. These are the things that you're going to face when you get into the field. These are the dance career politics. I was learning about dance career and dance field politics while I was in high school. So a lot of this stuff, that's why I'm so passionate about it, because, I'm just so amazed at how people are literally not teaching these things these days. I love to say that I was old school dance raised, and I would not trade it for the world. Yes, you agree? Yeah. It's honestly one of the reasons why I started this Instagram page, The Dance Career Coach, because I got so tired of seeing content of people telling dancers, this is how you get the highest this is how you do the most turns, this is how you, that's all great, right? But then I saw a gap, and that gap came when it relates to collegiate dancers and early career dancers. It's as if they were not being nurtured as much. You have like the high school and the middle school, they're doing like the ambassadorships, and they're doing all this stuff for these Instagram things. And then you have the people who are in their career, right? Which is great. And then you have like the OGs, which is even better, right? But I felt like pre-professional collegiate dancers and early career dancers were just kind of being thrown out there, or they were not being properly taught, nurtured, and in some cases vetted for their professional dance career. That is where mentorship comes in. To this day, I still have dance career mentorship for myself, but it looks a little different than it did in high school, and it looks a little different than it did while I was in college. If you saw my Instagram story, to tell you guys that I am relaunching my dance career group mentorship April 7th. I used a photograph that was taking, that I took of myself and Raven Wilkerson while we were at Symphony Space in New York City. And I used her photo intentionally. So on top of the mentors that I've had, and they're still in my life, I have been so blessed to be in rooms that are just crazy. When I say crazy, I mean crazy. But I have been so blessed and fortunate to literally take the gems that have been dropped to me, let them marinate, apply them for myself, and I still see them working to this day. I'm not on here telling you guys some stuff that is just like, oh, this sounds good. No. When you have a moment, go look at my CV, go look at my resume. Some of this stuff, I'm like, what? And to put it into perspective, I'm not that far, I'm not that old. That makes me so old. Not that old. Not that far removed from college, but it's just so incredible to see the continuity from college to now. And so I'm just pushing that out to dancers. Hey guys, I'm just pushing that out to dancers. So Raven Wilkerson is one example. She poured some gems into me. Dolores Brown is another example. I'll never forget one day when I got back home, we got back from Denver, and that's a whole nother story, in Denver. But I remember getting a call from Dolores. I can't remember if she called me or if I called her. Either way, babe, this is a legend on the phone. Hello? 1950s. Right? So I'm on the phone with her, and literally, I don't remember what we were talking about, but this particular moment, I'll never forget it. It has marked me to this day. She told me, it's not always the other man. And I'm saying that because I'm trying to be not cautious, but I'm just trying to be respectful. Because we know, especially today in dance, race is a huge topic. And I won't get into that. But she said, it's not always the other man. And she turned the mirror around to myself and she said, you have to believe you belong where you want to be. Now, that's coming from a woman who danced in the 50s, 40s, 50s. This is coming from a woman who danced in a company called the New York Negro Ballet, who had many odds, not just against her, but against the company of dancers she would perform and travel with. This was coming from a woman who was so incredibly inspired to dance that she had to, be a part of a group, travel, do what they had to do, but then the main funding of their program was cut because the main patron had passed away. And so there went her dreams. So it's even things like that I had to take, internalize, and kind of pull back up when, for example, I get my first full-time dance ballet contract, and I'm the only Black woman in the company. and some crazy things were said to me. I don't think they all were vindictive. I really think that some of it, I'll say all of it, people just kind of don't know what to say sometimes. But we're talking about dance career mentorship. These are the things that helps dancers to make right decisions, that help dancers to kind of navigate different situations and circumstances that can come up. Dance career mentorship can also help dancers to learn about possible things that can arise and help you to navigate that as well. So I wanted to let y'all know we have incredible teachers, but there is something so special about mentorship. And so that is what I am endeavoring to build with you guys. My mentorship program, I started it maybe in 2019. I had dancers from Johnson C. Smith University. I had dancers, I think, from Howard University. I had dancers from, there was one more school, but I cannot remember. But I am relaunching it April 7th, and it is completely free to you. All you have to do is fill out an application, and the link is in my, I was going to say bio. It is in my stories. And I'm going to go through it. Yes, they're going to be vetted because I want to make sure the dancers who are wanting to be a part of the program are serious. You're serious about your dance career. You want to make waves in the field. You want to be a world changer, okay? Because we're not just going to be reading about the legends. We're going to be bridging the gap. That's the type of time we are on here at the Dance Career Coaching Community Platform. And so if that is something you are interested in, I am advising you, admonishing you, inspiring you to go apply and send it to dancers who need it. I'm telling you, this program is going to be so raw because I'm giving you the real. I'm giving dancers the real, the raw, and the receipts. The real, the raw, the receipts. I'm telling you. And what's so beautiful about it is that I get to share my experiences with you. I get to help you. I get to give you real-time advice. We're going to have lessons that we talk about. We're going to have assignments that we do to help you. And then it's so special because I am in the field. And so as I move and matriculate throughout my career, you guys are going to be able to see those things real time. You're going to be able to see how the things I'm telling you, I literally do for myself and for my career. To this day, for example, sending emails, connecting with my network, always keeping it professional, always keeping it cute. You know what I'm saying? And it is my heart, my literal heart, to reach as many dancers as I can to get this to them. Because it is not just about your talent. I have seen talent go to waste. For many different reasons. But I think the worst version of talent going to waste is when dancers are not professional. And what you'll learn in the mentorship group is that there are many different streams to professionalism, but we are going to compile them all, put them together, and help you to really bloom and discover your greatest artist self and prepare to dominate for your professional dance career. We are not here, and I am not interested in helping dancers to have careers that are just monotonous and mundane. I am not interested in helping dancers just walk into spaces, rehearsals, auditions, and just be another face in the crowd. No, you are going to become more visible and valuable to the craft, form, and profession of dance, and you're going to have a dance career that is steeped in longevity. Why? Because you are going to learn, master, and implement timeless dance gems that will help you stand out, and help you to grow as you are endeavoring and walking through your professional dance career. That's what we're doing. Hi, Nyla. That's what we're doing. I am not interested in helping dancers to just be like, oh, let me go to these random auditions and let me just dance. This will actually be on virtually. So there will be different spaces. Whoever's in a mentorship group, I will add you guys to my close friends and I'll pop up things there. We'll also have our private Zoom. We will meet weekly, and also applications are accepted on a rolling basis. So another thing, thank you for asking that question, Dion. Another thing I thought about is that I am also interested in walking with dancers. I had people, and I still have people who walk with me. It's so crazy. It's so crazy how people really, really show up for me. Even if I just think about, even in college, let me tell y'all, and people will become, the right people will become attracted to the hunger in you and the professionalism in you. I'm telling you, I remember sitting outside at IABD. I was there. This was after I graduated college and everything. And I was with that dance mentor that I told you guys about from high school. And I told y'all she's legendary. Babe, we got there and I was in the room. You know the room where it happens? You open the two doors and it's like, oh, these are the big time people then. I walked in that room. But let me tell you something. I was ready. I'm telling you, we're going to talk about it all in mentorship. The way you dress, the way you do your hair, the way you adorn yourself, that energy and that confidence you walk in the room with, those things don't happen by happenstance. And those aren't things that you can just put on when you see somebody famous in the room. So we walked in the room, and it's so funny because these two specific people, I will not get into the details. They looked at me and they were like, they could not believe that I was there. And this makes sense because, you know, these were some people who unfortunately were trying to play me. But the Lord God is always on my side. So I just remember being in that room, even after college, and just like, wow, this is so amazing. When you have great mentorship, and it helps you with your confidence, and then you're getting better with your technique, and then you're learning how to be a professional, you're learning how to present yourself, that thing exudes from you. Your presence is like, whoa. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of people doing this content on social media and making dance an aesthetic, they're not going to tell you that. And I think a lot of people don't have the verbiage for that because they don't understand that. They don't understand that that's something that used to be taught. Don't know why it stopped being taught, but it literally helps you to come together as a full artist. It literally transforms you from the inside out. And so in that same trip, after that moment, we were in the room. I was just like, okay. Of course, you know, they have auditions going on. Hi guys, jumping in. They have auditions going on, and I was just like sitting in some part of the hotel, like on the steps, and a very well-known dance teacher, bro, walked up to me and was like, hey, what you doing? And I was like, oh, I'm just, you know, waiting for such and such. And they were like, oh, why aren't you auditioning? Like, you need to be in there. You need to be in there. I was just like, oh, okay. They were like, no, I'll give you the money right now. Like, you need to be in there. That very moment literally let me know in my heart and in my mind and in my spirit, Trinity, one, people are watching even when you don't realize it. Two, people see you. And this is a person who had seen me kind of like matriculate and grow over the course of a year. That's a short amount of time. But this person was so invested in who I'd become, who I was still becoming, that they were like, no, you literally need to be in that audition because they literally need to see you. This is not about vanity. This is about growing up to be your greatest artist self. The arts are so powerful. They are so transformative. And that's the space I'm trying to help pre-professional collegiate dancers, even early career dancers, get to. A lot of dancers coming out of college, for example, have a hard time making the connection from school to professionalism. And so this middle space gets like very blurry. They're not sure how to cross over. And you know, we know the regular, okay, you audition, yay, you got good, you can dance. So come in, but then it's not just the come in, you have to know how to navigate. And that may sound trivial, but sometimes that trips up a lot of dancers. Some dancers have a hard time getting in the room, but some dancers have a hard time sustaining their presence and sustaining that newfound settling. Like, this is a career. We're not in school anymore. You're not in college anymore. So you can fade in the background, or you can become a dancer who literally is like, and this may scare some of y'all. Sometimes I have to take a beat, but you can literally become a dancer who's like Mikhail Baryshnikov. You can be that next Judith Jamison. You can be that next Camille A. Brown, Stephanie Batten Bland. You can be that next Edward Villela. I mean, like, monumental. So just know, if you join this dance career mentorship group, I am going to push you to be your greatest, to dream your greatest, to not be afraid to dream. I had one of my college dance teachers. I'm going to stop laughing, y'all, but it's really funny. We still talk to this day. He told me the summer after I came from DTH, he said, I told him, you know, I was not dancing as much. I needed to like take a break really quick because I had injured myself. She thought I was playing. And he looked at me in my face very seriously and said, "You're afraid of your own greatness." Now, when he said it, I was in that office like, baby, he taking me for a joke. I just told you that I injured myself. That's why I got to stop. See, they didn't let up on me in college. That's a whole nother story. But do you know, it was like a year or two after we'd had that conversation and I understood what he meant. Sometimes you need people, situations, circumstances to help pull you to a place to where you are like, you know what, I'm going to show up for myself. You know what, this may be difficult today, but I know where I'm going. I know where I'm headed, and I'm just going to show up. It may not be perfect right now, but I'm just going to show up. What I'm not going to do is retreat. And I didn't realize that in the back of my mind, I was retreating. Yeah, I was injured in real life, right? But it's like somewhere inside of me, I kind of rested in that because I'm like, because by this time it was like senior year, you know, things are amping up. Somewhere inside of me, I had become like a little complacent maybe, and like, okay, this is kind of like my out where I can chill. No, baby, it's time to go. It's time to go. That's the same energy that I gave myself sometime last year when I went into that audition with Robert Battle. Y'all, at first I thought they was lying. At first I thought they just put his face on the poster. Because, baby, who not going to a Robert Battle audition? And I was like, Trinity, you got to show up. I showed up, bearing it all. And so I'll get into more details. Hi, guys. And I'll be able to give you guys more like nitty gritty details, examples, and all the other things that I mentioned, like the assignments, and just being real and raw with you guys for where you are right now and for where you're going into your professional dance careers. But we'll get more specific with the specifics in the mentorship group. So it begins April 7th. If you or you know any dancer who is serious about their dance career, I was telling everybody earlier, it's not just about your performance. It's not just about your technical abilities. Yes, we need that. But there is something more about becoming your best artist self that needs to be discovered, and it needs to be brought out of you so that you can make impact in this beautiful, beautiful field of dance that is craving authenticity, beauty, regality, and for us to go back to the standards so we can be an impact in the world like we once did when the legends were doing their things. Okay, so Again, the mentorship is completely free. There is no fee to join. Yeah, so the link is in my, I was about to say bio again. Where's the link? The link is in my stories. Join the mentorship group. And if y'all think this is a face that you can see every week, I'm telling you, we're going to have some great fun in the mentorship group. And I'm telling you, you're going to see results. You are going to see results. I had a dancer, or 2 years ago, I think now. She's in her senior year now, but when she joined my VIP mentorship, she was a junior, and, you know, she did not have a lot of confidence. You know, she did not have a resume. She was just kind of like, you know, I don't know what I want to do, but then I know that I want to dance, but, you know, I'm kind of afraid to audition and everything. Guys, I kid you not. It was not even 4 months later. She had been to work with so many different people. She went to LA. She got into Jennifer Archibald's dance intensive, went into these festivals. I mean, presenting herself and gaining greater clarity of what she wants to do. Once that barrier was broken, it was like, oh, it's go time. I'm telling you, you're going to see the results. You're going to see the results because I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. There is literally something on the inside of me that is just so passionate about helping dancers. I'm passionate about my own career, so I'm passionate about yours as well. You're gonna see results. You're gonna see results. You will not be a mundane dancer. Your career will not fall into oblivion or monotony because you're going to listen, you're going to learn, you're going to implement, and you're going to be around other dancers with like minds, and all of us are going to be growing together. And so, yeah, guys, that's my impromptu live. I'm so excited. April 7th is the start date. And if you, or when you sign up, I'm going to send you guys emails and stuff because we're going to be locked in. It's going to be so good. It's going to be so good. All right, guys, make sure you go and sign up today. As always, I absolutely love being in this space with you. And until next time, guys, happy dancing.